Every morning, I get an alert from PubMed every time the word menopause, perimenopause is mentioned in a peer-reviewed journal research article. And I read pretty much every abstract. Why? Because I want to know what's going on in the world of menopause. Women's health has been overlooked and underfunded, but there is some good stuff happening. And I think that you deserve access to this research. I know you are probably not trained in how to read it. I want to share it with you. So in my opinion, here are the 5 most important things I've learned in the last 2 years. Number 1, we talk a lot about insomnia and menopause, but what is missing is the link to sleep apnea. A 2023 study showed that hot flashes, not hormone levels, were more directly tied to chronic insomnia. Once that cycle of poor sleep starts, it is really hard to break. Sleep apnea is a serious condition, and it is all too often missed in women. It impacts oxygen levels, cardiovascular risk, performance, fatigue, everything. So the study reminds us if you're waking up exhausted, it may not be just menopause, especially if your hormone levels are replaced. It might be sleep apnea and you deserve to be worked up for it. Next up, mood. In 2024, a meta-analysis looked at 9,000 women and confirmed what so many of us already knew. Perimenopause is a time of heightened vulnerability to depression and anxiety. As a matter of fact, women in perimenopause are 40% more likely to develop a major depressive episode compared to a menopausal woman. The key factor is hormone fluctuations, the zone of chaos in perimenopause. The brain does not like the chaos, the wildly fluctuating hormone levels that are associated with the menopause transition. It's the volatility that destabilizes our resilience. Mood regulation, the volatility, and the stress response. And here's the fascinating part. Once women are postmenopausal and the estrogen levels stabilize to almost nothing, this goes away. Knowing this can help women get the support they need, rather being told just to wait it out. Third, let's talk muscle. A 2023 meta-analysis looked at 18,000 women, and they found that earlier menopause, before the age of 45, is associated with lower muscle mass, reduced strength, and slower gait. Estrogen plays a direct role in the function of our satellite cells. They're critical for muscle repair and strength. When we lose estrogen, we start losing lean mass faster. This really matters because sarcopenia is associated with frailty and fracture, chronic pain, and nursing home admissions. The loss of independence later in life. Listen up, ladies. All of us in midlife, regardless of when you went through menopause, adequate protein, muscle resistance training and for some of us, hormone therapy is not a luxury. It is foundational. It is a necessity. You have to preserve your function and strength. It's not an option. Number 4, the timing of your menopause also affects your cardiovascular health. A 2025 study looking at 46,000 women found that going through menopause early, before the age of 40, is associated with a 36% higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Even women who went through between 40 and 44 saw a 15% increased risk. Estrogen is protective of our endothelium and our heart. The study did show that regardless of when you go through menopause, a healthy lifestyle will absolutely attenuate this risk. Exercise, nutrition, not smoking, controlling your blood pressure, all of it matters. And finally, diet. A 2025 study looking at a national database confirmed that women who had a pro-inflammatory diet, processed foods, no fruits and vegetables, processed meats, sugary beverages, were more likely to go through early menopause and also more likely to have a history. Why? Because inflammation driven by diet leads to advanced ovarian aging. Food just isn't fuel. It's information. It's the blueprint that tells your body how to function. So an anti-inflammatory diet might not just improve your overall health, but may also help delay when you go through menopause. This is why I read all the papers, because menopause care should be driven by science, not stigma. I'll keep reading and sharing. Follow for more tips.